Well, guess what we are talking about today? Good old Thor Ragnarok. With me today, I have Mr. Johnson.
How y'all doing? Hello out there on Facebook and YouTube land.
Got Mr. Woods.
What up? What up? What up?
Ready to
Back
talk
at
about
it.
this thing? This
Yes,
is
I
the
am.
non-spoilers review, by the way. And cut. That was a little bit of a late cut. It was a little bit of a late cut, but it's okay. I forgive you.
My apologies on that.
All right, so
Don't sue us.
this is the non-spoilers
It's a good song,
review
man.
for Thor Ragnarok. This is on the Rio Reviews, and we don't want to take up too much of your time, so we're going to try to do this thing in about 10 minutes. So, keeping things very short, Mr. Johnson, what did you think about this thing? No spoilers. We'll do that later.
The movie was effing awesome. If you haven't seen it yet, you're slacking. Why aren't you watching this movie?
Because they're coming to you to find out whether they should watch it or not.
You should go watch it. But the
Alrighty.
movie is awesome. We'll get into it, but it's awesome. It's a great movie. You'll laugh out loud. It's like belly laughing, like tears out my eyes laughing. The movie's great.
Would you say it's funnier than Guardians?
It's way funnier than Guardians. It's by far the funniest Marvel movie. It is definitely 100% the greatest Thor movie.
Yeah, but see, I was talking about that's kind of a low bar.
A low bar because all the Thor other movies were crap, but it was still. But I would put it up there. And how many Marvel movies have there been thus far?
I think this is number 17.
Gazillion. Doesn't matter. 30.
It's top 5.
Top 5. That's
Wow. Okay.
It's top
it's a
five.
crowded top
that's,
5.
That's a very crowded top 5.
Mr.
That's
Woods.
his opinion. Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Woods.
So my takeaway from the film is I definitely recommend it. I
Okay.
recommend it for people to go out there and see the movie. It's a different movie. It's a different Thor movie, and actually, I feel that it's a different Marvel movie overall. In a way. So, not giving anything away, but as LeVar alluded to, there is some comedy in there.
Some.
Just a tad. Just a tad.
It's a lot.
Just a
the
little
scope.
bit. Just a
Just
little
a
bit.
scotch.
Just a little
Just a
bit.
smidgen.
Just a little
Okay.
bit of comedy sprinkled here and there.
A pinch of comedy.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You're not gonna really, you might yawn a little bit. There's not much comedy in this,
Okay.
So
Lies.
Right,
yeah.
right. No, but I definitely recommend people going to see it. There's some good action scenes, some good action sequences.
It's definitely visual eye candy. I would say that.
Artistically, yeah, the visuals is definitely
very
on
Jack
point.
Kirby-esque.
Now, from the trailers, it seemed like they were going for a Guardians of the Galaxy kind of vibe with the color palette. And,
Was that the feel that you were getting?
I wouldn't
from-
say that
from
it's just.
I mean, it was different, but I'm just saying, like, Guardians of the Galaxy felt different from the MCU.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
in that way, I think that this felt different in that way. But I did get that this could exist in the same universe as
You
the
felt like
Guardians.
that
because
too, LeVar?
it's in space. So I mean, they do exist in the same.
I know that
all
they
exist in
do,
the same-
but
I mean,
Guardians of the Galaxy
technically,
always felt different.
We all exist. They all exist in the same universe because it's only one universe. They're in different places in the
And
universe.
there's a multiverse, buddy.
Yeah.
Let's,
Yeah,
let's-
absolutely.
Let's be clear. I don't know if you
Yeah.
saw Doctor Strange, but
Yeah.
so
Shout outs.
But
So
what did you-
it's a
what-
fun film. It's a fun
Definitely.
film. What's your take on it?
Give us your take,
so
Mr. Mota.
I'm gonna say, and I saw this thing twice, and I will say that it is even funnier the second time you watch it, and
Especially with the sound working.
You mean with that smidgen of comedy that's
Scotch.
sprinkled in there, right?
It's a
Scotch.
scotch.
Okay.
But and honestly, I will say that there is a cameo.
There's quite a few cameos.
There's a few cameos, and you can see if you can spot them out. But
Right.
but the director isn't in the film, and he steals the show.
Oh,
in my
with the
opinion.
comedy, yes, he is definitely might be the
And
funniest one in the
I'll
movie.
leave that to you all to figure out who the director is if you go and read the credits.
I mean, they can just do their Googles.
They can, but I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna have to do that homework on your own. But honestly, I this was, yes, I agree, it was the best Thor movie.
Right.
I wouldn't put it top 5
Top
Marvel
10?
movies because
Really?
there's
Crowded,
steep,
very crowded.
very steep competition there. And
I
And
can
there's
name my top
potentials
5 right
that have
now.
yet to come out.
yeah.
I mean,
but so far,
definitely.
But hey, so far,
when we see
right.
Infinity, I mean, we'll get to that later, but about what's your top 5. But
right. But but that's not saying much. Now, I think the real question we need to ask ourselves, and this is something that maybe will get answered when Justice League comes out, but is it the best superhero movie of the year? No, it's not.
This year?
Logan
this
still
year.
has it, right?
No.
Logan for you.
Logan came out
No.
this year.
Yeah.
Logan
January.
is, again,
That's a different breed.
and isn't that beautiful though
different animal.
that you
That's a
can
different
get
animal.
and we're still in this comic book world, but you can get a Thor Ragnarok and also get a Logan.
Right, and
Right?
that's a credit to how far Marvel and all of these films have come.
And it's not just
to
Marvel,
get,
though, 'cause-
no, that's why I said all of these films have come like to get to this point where you can have this variety in terms of the superhero films.
Right.
I think it's just a great movie overall. It's a super fun movie. It's just like it made me like feel like like a kid almost. Like just the joy of it. It's like you laugh so much, like belly laughter, like holding my stomach laughing, like tears were coming out of my eyes.
I will say that it may be. I'm not gonna put it in the top 5, but
It's definitely the
it's
funniest
up,
one.
It's 100% the funniest Marvel movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want to say it's a contender for the most fun, but that
So what would
airport
be the
scene,
most fun to
I'm
you?
comfortable with using it's a fun film.
So what
but it
would be
isn't
the
the
most
most fun.
The most fun to you would be either this or Guardians 1.
Honestly, I would say in the MCU,
or Avengers 1.
the most fun.
Just
a
because
contender-
seeing the characters come together in the first movie, that was fun.
Exactly,
But-
Avengers and
but-
Civil War, that airport scene.
That
but
was
again,
fun.
So
but
again,
also
the point
Guardians
is,
when Star-Lord was doing the moonwalk and dancing,
right?
and all, that was fun.
The point is, there's stiff
Right,
competition.
Yeah.
But we are gonna wrap this thing up because this is a non-spoiler review, and I say
Go see it.
it is the funniest MCU movie. It is one of my. It's high up there. I
Right.
highly enjoyed it. Everything you think you're gonna get from it, you get that and more.
If you
And
saw the
I
trailer, it's
recommend
all that,
seeing it.
and
Right.
and like 10 times or 100 times
Now,
more than that.
that said, what do you give it? Score
From 1 to 10,
1 to 10.
12. Like,
Wow.
You're saying it's a perfect movie.
So it's a perfect movie.
I couldn't say nothing bad about the
That's
movie.
not what I asked you. I said if it was perfect.
It's a perfect movie.
No quibbles.
I have
nothing.
no.
So
nothing
you're
about
giving it a 10.
Yes, I'm giving it a 10 because it's a very self-aware film. It even makes fun of itself, like just to say a little joke. But
Don't tell them. If you got to say something,
no,
you're
but
gonna
it's
say.
just like they bring up things about the Thor mythology of the movies, and they talk about it and joke about it. It humanizes Thor in a way because before Thor was a very serious character, but now he's more human. Like he has human emotions. He's not so Shakespearean.
Yeah, and I really like what they did with the relationship between Thor and Loki.
It's
But
definitely
that's always been there. I think but it was pulled out more in this. So
right. So score, Mr. Woods.
I give it I had to think about this, but I give it an 8.
Give it an 8 out
yeah.
of 10.
8 out of 10.
Okay.
I
80.
I do recommend people.
Is that like a B?
It's worth the price of admission. It's worth your ticket. It's worth to go see. You're going in. I feel everyone's going to enjoy the film. It's a fun film. And there's no. I have a little couple of things, but we'll get into that later. So, but for right now, non-spoilers, definitely worth it. Great film, fun film. Go see it.
All right, and that brings it to me with the most fun MCU movie. I'm going to give this thing a 9.25 after seeing it again.
9.25.
This is a thing that you will want to see again.
I'm going to see it like two more
And
times.
Mr. Woods, play us out because we are hitting the 10-minute mark.
Oh, you got it. So we're back at it, correct?
Back at it.
You got it.
On the real, we are out.
Yes, sir.